Role-playing game is one of the most popular and enduring genres in the world of gaming. Known for its deep storytelling, character development, and immersive worlds, RPGs allows the players to step into the shoes of heroes, villains, or adventurers and shape their journey through choices, exploration, and combat. So let's take a look at the new upcoming role-playing games coming out in 2026.
forsaken us for fear of the coming darkness consumes all but you. Lamp-bearer, something stirs within you. Something ancient, powerful, hungry. So I ask you, will you harness this darkness within and deliver unto our so-called lords retribution? But should you fall, the world falls with you.
The Expanse, Osiris Reborn, is a third-person action RPG, heavily inspired by the Mass Effect series and featuring a license of the Expanse TV series. Developed by the Russian studio Old Cat Games, creators of the Pathfinder series and Warhammer 40,000 Rogue Trader.
How about Ganymede? Fresh veggies from the domes, no damn tube protein. And some cranky Martian Marines itching for a fight with their UNN counterparts. I'll pass. Other options? Series? Might look a bit grim sometimes. And OPA extremists are working overtime to set the station on fire. But it is the largest port in the belt, with a bar guide the size of the UNN's death jockey manual. You told me you were tired of bars just yesterday. I said I'm tired of drinking with Luciana. She remembers too much and me too little. Forget series then. My suggestion? Eros.
Brother! Help me here. You ain't even trying. It's all me. Look at that belly of yours. Where's the mountain? Hey, you're falling fat, losing again. Drop that coswallop. Master will take us back, as long as we keep that mountain in her heart. Hey. No scolding, no flogging, life spared. What risk going back? This place, we've got food on our table and...
Mortal Shell 2 is a standalone sequel action RPG with adrenaline-charged, high-stakes combat. Possess warrior shells, dethrone false gods, redeem a ravaged world. Phantom Blade Zero is an upcoming action RPG set in the Phantom World, a universe inspired by the ancient China during the Ming Dynasty, infused with elements of wuxia, steampunk, cyberpunk, dark fantasy, and horror.
Our extended preview focused on a quest called
The Blood of Dawnwalker is a third-person dark fantasy RPG running on UE5 and made by the people previously involved in the development of The Witcher 3. We play as the titular Dawnwalker, a combination of a human and a vampire.
Combat sequences against some foes capable of withstanding Cohen's abilities in both his human and vampire forms. It initially seemed standard fare for an RPG quest, but where Dawnwalker differs is in how the quest can change depending on the time of day and which form you take on to complete it. The leading narrative hook carrying players forward is the month-long time limit, giving Cohen only a limited period to rescue his family. You can largely advance the day at your choosing, and Dawnwalker doesn't necessarily pressure you to make some time-specific choices. That said, your approach to progression will very much influence the course of events in Cohen's journey, especially with which side of Cohen is taking the lead. Time is essentially a resource that you can spend with each passing quest and activity, and depending on what you do and when you do it. The developers gave us a run of the preview's main quest from two different sides, as both Cohen's human and vampire forms. When playing as the latter, Dawnwalker shifts to a stealth action playstyle, where the protagonist must avoid detection from guards and civilians. Cohen's vampire abilities are also unleashed in this state, allowing players to walk on walls, teleport, and use blood abilities and vampiric claws to cut down foes. And yes, you'll also be able to drain the blood from humans, foe and non-combative alike, for stealth takedowns or outright executions. I was impressed by how much the action and pacing looked like a mix between The Witcher's grand scope and the immersive sim element of Dishonored when seeing Cohen in his vampire form. You can truly leap across rooftops and get the jump on some foes, which was very satisfying to see.
Better be quiet.
However, it shows how players will have to grapple with some moral choices, as Cohen, who needs to feed to maintain his vampire abilities during the night, must do. While you can feed on animals to offer some temporary relief, the larger payout comes from human targets. The vampire form looks to present a more direct and action-heavy approach to engaging with the quests.
Code Vein 2 is the sequel of a Souls-like action RPG, where you and your chosen partners explore a vast world, face fierce battles against powerful enemies, and uncover an epic story that transcends time.
Our true objective is to save this world, our current world.
Need I remind you that tampering with history is strictly forbidden? I faced my past. Let's go.
Today your dues!
Welcome to Valgrest. So Valgrest is a port town, a hub for fishing, trade and mining. It's one of those places where you can meet shady characters or overhear gossip from other lands. It's also where Ciri took on her current contract. High-tech, let's leave Kelpie here and explore the marketplace and food.
And the missus?
I'm so excited we can finally show you some of this stuff. Let's see what Valgrest has to offer.
Bugger. Not her again.
Hey, not even at the Land Exeter Fair! Now, 9 gazes while I present him with a fish. For the furry rascal will often wait, and the fair's weight grants good fortune.
Woochi here, have they?
Pardon.
Guys, notice how responsive the world is. Character actions directly affect what happens around you, sometimes even setting off chain reactions. Everything is working together.
Take your man elsewhere, you filthy leg. You'll find only honest pointers here.
Oh, look at this poor gentleman being taught how to fly by an angry innkeeper. That's what happens when you cheat at Gwent.
Last of it, is it? Ready to aim.
Silver, round ones, what jingle in the purse.
Okay, so this is the guy who gave the series quest his own. Like you probably suspect, he has his own agenda in all of this.
You're off your tits again, Wilfred. Get your ass up.
A typical day's toil.
Who in? With Osiris. One using my wagons. No eternity is taking that damn salt to arrive.
I found them. And, well, suffice to say, they'll not reach you. As for the salt, I found not one speck. I presume this comes as no surprise to you. Now. Kavir's smuggling trade is of no concern to me.
Shush.
The manticore that flattened your cart and devoured your men? Quite the opposite.
Manticore? No, them winged hellspawn dwell in the arse end of Creighton. Not here.
While Ciri decides what to do about that merchant, let's take a look at the character technology that powers this marketplace. Why don't we listen in on these fishmongers? They're selling their wares, chatting up customers.
Born and catch fishes, won't find none fresher.
Reckon me lady's after one of them.
Get this cleaned and gutted for you. You mind, dearest? Into seeing something more. Got mackerel, cod, all Braxton's finest.
And there is tons of tech to play here, even in this simple market stall. Metahuman tools, improved Unreal Smart Objects, Chaos Cloth, and more.
Yeah, and all of this exists to make sure that the gap in quality between Ciri and NPCs is as small as possible.
Yeah, and closing that gap, it's not just about fidelity, right, but also authenticity. They should react to changes in the world around them.
But the prisoner in Pillory isn't exciting enough for Valgrest. Let's grab everyone's attention with a circus. But the great performance deserves a huge crowd though. Let's crank it up.
So you are seeing tons of optimizations here to many of Unreal systems, including an entirely new Unreal animation framework, allowing us to fit easily in our 60 FPS budget, not just in rendering, but also with room to spare on the game thread. Over 300 animated skeletal mesh agents, all going about their business. And the whole point is to leave breathing room for developers like you to introduce the gameplay and the systems that your players expect, empowering you to make your worlds come to life without Unreal standing in your way.
You are right. That's the open world RPG that we're making. But before we wrap up, how about one final check-in with Siri? We are making this game to be the most immersive and ambitious open world Witcher game ever. And we are making this a reality thanks to our work on Unreal with the team at Epic. I think what we're doing together is going to bring in a new generation of open world RPGs, and I'm so proud of what we accomplished so far.
We are too.
So we're almost done, but before we go, here's a small gift for all Witcher fans. A first look at Lanexeter.
Onward, Kelby. With what?
Chronicles Medieval is a sandbox RPG with strategy elements set in Europe during the Middle Ages. Engage in intense combat, fight for land, glory and legacy, and lead massive armies into epic, large-scale battles.
Do not listen. I sought no war, but war found me. I became like them. I took up the sword, prayed I could win redemption through my deeds. But some paths, once taken, have only one ending. I shall find no peace. On this road, there is only death. But that's just my story. Go write your own.
Fable marks a new beginning for the legendary franchise. Explore a land of fantastical creatures and wondrous places. Chrono Odyssey is an highly anticipated next-generation action MMORPG that visualizes the stories around members of the special organization Idre Jin, waging a huge war against 12 gods.
What divinity dwells in this madness? Calamity bears not name, nor face, yet draws closer still.
I shall return you to the past. You must prevail, no matter the cost. Reshape the future by your own hand.
It is I.
NiOh 3 is the latest installment of the Dark Samurai action RPG series from Team Ninja. Players will confront formidable yokai, explore villages, and face challenges in the Crucible, all within a cursed kingdom.
I shall defeat Kiriko.
My timeless friend, I trust you. Nothing will stop me from becoming Shogun.
So long as this dark radiance exists, my fights will continue.
To rule, one must prove their might.
The light of hope lies unseen at the end of time. Go now!
You wish to become Shogun that badly?
Maybe you don't want it enough. What makes a Shogun anyway?
Takachio! Strength and superiority are what make a Shogun, and I have both!
Strength alone is not enough to end this war!
Chains of Lukomorye is a dark, narrative-driven third-person action-adventure shooter with RPG-light elements, inspired by Slavic folklore in a surreal, post-WW1 world.
That fiend. Where's she gone to now?
Look at this one, soldier.
If this is another trick, I swear
Another hero, just like you. And nothing spells a hero more than dying forgotten in such steeping trench.
You vile little...
Thank you for your service.
wretch. Fourth Company. I didn't know they were pulling men from the Somme all the way here. You won't be needing this, my friend. Rest easy.
What's the song?
Another hell. Just like this place.
You've seen nothing yet, soldier. Best prepare.
What does that shit?
Brutals don't just cause pain to those who fall in battle. The ones left behind, they're the reason we fight to survive. The children you meet at the camp, the merchants on the road. Everyone you'll meet carries a story of their own. Some have lost everything to the Brutals. Others live each day in tears for their families, consumed by the void. Listen to their stories. Help them find what they need. Because you were the first guardian.
Exodus is a AAA narrative-driven action RPG built by ex-BioWare, Naughty Dog, and 343 Alum, aiming to deliver a cinematic, choice-heavy experience.
Weapon is a hell of a way to greet your new partner.
So you're June.
We're burning time. Now that we're all best of friends, let's make each other rich.
I'm not just here to look pretty. I've got away with celestial tech. see a lot of potential in this new partnership.
Let me light the way for you.
Target acquired.
Many thanks again for your help.
You should have been honest. This place is forbidden. The price is death.
That's what it means to be a traveler.
Millions of souls pour into the underworld every day. You're no different. My lord, he's here.
I bid you walk the mortal world once more. Fallen leaves return to their roots. You shall gather the souls that stray.
I've watched over this city for ages, and every name in your scroll of death. Not one of them dies quietly.
You, a soulless husk. You can judge my fate?
Why wrestle rogues when their artifacts can do what brute strength cannot? What? The soulless husk?
The living cast their dead to flame, and sacrifice ignites the war banners! We're up!
Here we go again.
TMNT The Last Ronin is a single-player action RPG that aims to deliver a weighty combat experience akin to the modern Gods of War series, emphasizing the lone hero's struggle against overwhelming odds and the tyrannical grandson of the Shredder, Oroku Hiroto.
Wait, it's shut down?
We just got here. How's it already closed? And who told us to come here in the first place? Oh, it was...
Paycheck? We still haven't got our paycheck! It's out of ahead.
only a cat. So take off with that.
You sure you want to do that?
Approaching the target. What a huge mosquito.
You want me to take that thing on?
Guess I should go grab some help.
Warhammer 40,000's Dark Heresy is an upcoming turn-based CRPG from Olcat Games, set in the grimdark 40k universe. You'll play as Acolyte of the Inquisition, assembling and commanding a warband. You'll play as an Acolyte of the Inquisition, assembling and commanding a warband to root out heresy in the Calixis sector.
By enemies from within. By enemies from without. By enemies from beyond. Still, no matter the cost, we must persevere. Every blade must be turned to our defense. Every soul, every dark secret. For if we fail, all will fall into the damnation of eternal night.
The glittering streets of Avalon sure do shine, because they swoop their filth down to us.
Yeah, you paid for it! Who's for a paper?
Here's to playing in the mud. Life here ain't for the soft-hearted.
You will be paying me back until you fucking rust.
It ain't for the spineless.
Keep your filthy pickers off me!
And it sure as shite ain't for the decent.
That's a clean sweep for one of
There has been a crime! Justice itself has been affronted! I have been burgled!
Lord Griswick.
Burgled!
Yes, I got that part. Do you know anyone who might wish you ill? We can't arrest and question everyone. Let's see if we can narrow the suspects down a bit.
They were,
Trust your instincts, sir.
tall,
Yes, sir.
built rather slim, well, muscular.
Mm-hmm.
Was very quick, agile.
Go on.
With a mustache. No, larger.
I see.
Quite fashionable. That's the fiend who robbed me.
They got my good side this time. Breaking in is the easy part.
Your brandy, sir.
Getting away with it is the real trick.
These candlesticks ain't gold.
Worthless and dull, just like you. Nah, I have a customer. How can I help you?
I'd rather talk to you, Errol. Sounds like I'll get a better deal.
You talk to me first, and him never. Got it?
Uncle's a bit touchy, ain't he, Errol?
Touchy? I say I'm touchy! There. Anything else you'd care to say to Errol? Brains. If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, I wouldn't have believed it.
Round here, it's all sharp edges, empty pockets, and blood on the cobbles. Goodbye, Silas.
No, no! I'll hurt you, you fucking meatsack! I'll leave you with a pissing pad of peaches!
You'd either got a gang at your back, or a knife in it.
We're family here. Family takes care of its own.
Can't put a price on that, can you?
Them's in charge. They don't keep order. They keep power.
Take this thing into the crucible and melt it.
They just want us beaten, broken, and too scared to fight back.
I don't want to kill him.
That's why it pays to be clever and well-armed. Let's go and end a few arguments. Don't get cocky. They've got a weapon far worse. Time. And if they can rewrite history, they can rewrite us. But look who just found Mummy's keys. Now I can fiddle with time. Put the bullet back in the barrel. Bring the chaos to a crawl. Take a mistake and make it like it never happened. We can change the world as we know it. One choice at a time. And I can even go back and change the past to change the future. And let me tell ya, the hunters don't like it when the rabbits got the gun.
Alkahest is an action RPG mixed with an immersive scene. We enter a dark fantasy world with alchemy in place of magic, fighting or avoiding enemies, crafting potions, and using surroundings to our advantage.
You mechs might have copper wiring to reroute your fear of pain, but I've got nerves of steel.
We've had to endure much, you and I, but soon there will be order again. A new age, and we will be crowned its kings. Better than kings. Gods.
Atomic Heart 2 is a single-player action-adventure game with more RPG elements than the first game. We are transported to a retro-futuristic Soviet dystopia. This time, the events from the game have a more global character.
So why do we deny other intelligent beings? It is said, if they were out there, they would have visited Earth. My answer is, maybe they will visit us. But time has not come yet for this. The dawn of a new era. The era.
During the plague, a mad doctor became the mayor of the town, but was halting every clock in the city. A rational order? Daniil Dankovsky arrived in a city he did not know, and by the third day, he had taken over the hospital and even the town hall. From there, he issued orders that changed the city day by day. As a doctor, he demanded water be filtered, entire families quarantined, infected hunted door to door, and daily he commanded injections by force. The people didn't appreciate that. Tension grew. A riot loomed. And yet, he was surprisingly effective. Rationing, propaganda teams, curfews, public executions of looters, and an orchestra marching through the streets and playing cheerful tunes. You will see every consequence. Crowds at the water pumps, children cut off from their families, and thousands of lives saved. But what I don't understand is this. Why stop all the clocks? It's hard to explain what happens in Pathologic 3. You have to feel it, live it. Don't worry, Dankovsky ruled the city once. You will too, player.
Did you know that black holes are extremely dense objects with such strong gravitational force that nothing can escape them? Not even light. It was nice meeting you.
Yeah, likewise.
You ever wonder if we're the ones pulling the strings? Or just living inside someone else's dream? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Even if this is a simulation, the pain still feels real.
NiOh Berlin, what do I really know about it? She's like you. She needs your help.
I followed every thread, reconstructed memories. None of it fits.
You think you're solving the case. This is so much bigger. What if the case is you?
The world only works with order. Without order, chaos breaks out. It's out of balance and we must restore it. Do you understand that, Nolan?
Yes.
Nolan, what have you done?
Beast of Reincarnation is a third-person action RPG set in a post-apocalyptic Japan from the distant future. We follow the story of a warrior Emma and her faithful dog, traveling through a devastated world and fighting opponents.
輪廻の獣は汚れを吐き、あらゆる生物を蝕んだ。 西暦4026年人類は滅亡を待つのみ。
The Cube is a first-person MMORPG set in the Atomic Heart universe. A giant, levitating cube with rotating rows and edges. Hidden within is an unknown equation capable of altering the laws of reality. Can you survive another turn?
I was in the lab. I didn't even see it. You know, I felt that same fear, though. A terrible sense of my own powerlessness. How did the whole of humanity miss it? And did we actually miss it? What if the cube didn't appear, but revealed itself? What if it was always there, and we've only just started to see it?
Blood Message introduces a forgotten Odyssey of loyalty and survival where players join Dawnwalker's uprising, taking control of a nameless messenger and his young son in this immersive third-person action adventure.
大唐还在的时候，丝路上的灯火从西域一直亮到长安，能点亮天上的星河。
大唐离我们太远了，神佛还会庇佑河西吗？
我是认真决定的，我还是想再试一次。
今日我们所流的血，是为了把大唐带回来。我们必须在破城之前把安宁带出来。一人一个。安宁，等着我。
安宁，安宁，
阿爷，我将追随沙洲一举。
去长安，你这是让他们去送死！
输赢成败，皆如沙上之塔，风来即散，为众生之苦，长漫于天地之间。
回家吧，这一切毫无意义。天命所归，我才是大唐。到头来，除了死更多人，什么都不会改变。
没有我的帮助，你走不出这片沙漠。如果神不肯拯救我们的部族，那就让我来。
阿宁，等着我。
是对信使，每个人都做好了有去无回的打算。
Yay! What do you want to be when you grow up?
itself is good enough.
Gothic 1 Remake is an upcoming action RPG set in the kingdom of Mirtana. The story follows an unnamed prisoner who is cast into a magical barrier known as the Colony, a prison for convicts working in the Horrendous mines.
And I see how the barrier affects all living things in this god's-forsaken colony. And every convict will eventually succumb to its influence. The old camp, with their pitiful illusion of order and safety. And yes, the so-called Brotherhood of the Sleeper, worshipping their mysterious god. They might be onto something. And the orcs. Well, you might dismiss their culture as primitive, but it would be prudent to study them carefully. Maybe the key to all of this lies buried deep under their sanctuaries. I cannot unravel these mysteries all alone. I need allies. Allies who look out for more than their own survival. Allies who accomplish things you might have considered impossible. Allies I will meet soon enough.
기어코 여기까지. 참으로 정성이십니다.
Lionhearts is a persistent multiplayer feudal simulator set during the 12th century Third Crusade. command armies, dominate trade, or rise to power through politics and religion. Forge alliances, wage wars, and shape history in a living feudal world.
To till the earth, to shape iron, to build a life from quiet things. But the world is fallen, and though it calls you to forget, your God calls you to remember. So shed your name, your home, your yesterday. Not for pride, not for vengeance, but for salvation, for God and God alone. And when you fall, and you will, let it not be in vain. Let all remember that you came willingly, that you bore your cross, that you had faith, even when faith was all you had left. What is a crusader, if not a servant who refuses to forget what he fights for the memory of who he was, and the hope of who he might still become? Now is the time to take up your cross, to answer the call, and fulfill your destiny.
intelligent human beings should realize that everything has their season. Planet Earth is about to be recycled. Your only chance to survive is to join us.
Tanokore aratakura. Santu kakoran shipa. Sentu nema kun. Kitoma. Woochi kitoma. Lebok. Zhong fan kurabakut. Utagarun shoklitantifa, Zendakan paritoma. Kontaktu. O tu makumbak, druoko, Tuka koranchi, falumak hokre oritoma. Takarun kal dokuchi, washikotan. Ketoanshi Utan Veta Keeper.
You dare to plot treason and covet the throne, an unforgivable sin. As though you never lived. The abyss devours you. Eternal darkness shall be your torment.
The Elder Scrolls 6 is confirmed to be an upcoming action RPG from Bethesda Game Studios, currently in development for PC and Xbox.